Monday Night with RD. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? Joe Pal RD flying solo for another beautiful Monday night. Now, I was going to go live Sunday and decided just to kind of take the day off. I was exhausted yesterday. We were watching football all weekend long. We're in smack dab in the middle of beermas birthday season for all the kids and everything. It's bonkers on bonkers, holidays, everything else. So welcome into the show. Again, I'm RD tonight. Real quick, real sweet. It's about halftime right now for the NFL Monday night games. I just wanted to kind of recap the weekend with you, have a nice little chat, tell you I'm getting old, and just go over that with you. And while we have a nice little tasty beer, let's go ahead and kick this off with it's New Belgium Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA, 7.5% alcohol by volume. There you go. Take a look at that can. If you're listening to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever, you can catch the live video on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Twitch. Yeah, there you go. Let's get this cracked. There we go. Now, this is a big can. I'm trying to lay off those hazies for a while, man, but it's just tough. It is tough. So let's go ahead and see if we can pour it without getting it all over my keyboard. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I know the camera was super low. I apologize. I was too close. I think I was really nervous about how close it would have actually got to it. And there we go. Let's go ahead and put this on. I want to make sure I got the Twitch feed up because sometimes I miss things. I miss things being redeemed, stuff like that. So just want to make sure we got it. Kind of a half-ass pour, if I do say so myself. I'm actually going to sit back just for a quick second, try to top this off and be able to snap a picture. If you're not following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you should be. I mean, not because we're making content or anything, but it's just because, you want to support a local or a DFW local small podcast. That's what we are. The games tonight have been kind of a dud. Really nothing to report other than Tyreek Hill being hurt. And, of course, I'll be honest, that was like my last player. There's a lot of people that were like, I got Tyreek Hill. Here we go tonight, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, didn't happen. So take a look at this beautiful golden. Now, you will have stuff, some things floating around a little bit in there. I don't know if I can get close enough for you to see it. What's up, old school? How we doing? How you doing, sir? I don't know if that's what you get sometimes with New Belgium, especially with their hazies or whatnot. It doesn't say unfiltered. Maybe it's somewhere else. I don't know, but I do like those big cans. I'm a big fan of big cans. 19.2 ounces for these little fellas. This is part of Beermas. We're on day number 11. So cheers to you. Mazel, good things. There we go. Little dink. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. It's always so damn tasty. Like their Voodoo Ranger series. Do they make a bad one? That's a serious question. Do they make a bad? Have you ever had a bad Voodoo Ranger beer? I'll save you time. The answer is no. You haven't. Guarantee it. So let me go ahead and just top her off. So long weekend. Like I said, we're going to keep it about 30 minutes tonight. You're probably listening to this if you're waking up to the sound of my beautiful voice on Tuesday morning. Thank you so much. But anyway, went a little hard this weekend and realized that I'm just tired of always going out and going just too damn hard. I don't know what it is in me, but let's just start with Friday. We're sitting around the house. Wife and I were picking up, doing this and that. And I was like, I don't know if you want to get into anything tonight, but, Three Nations in Carrollton, Texas just released their Italian Pilsner. It's Andretti. And I was like, they haven't had one in a while, and I love their Italian Pilsner. There are certain beers I understand, like people are like, oh, it's a Pilsner. There's just a little nuance. There's a difference between Italian Pilsner, German Pilsner, Czech Pilsner. Czech Pilsner is my favorite. Don't get me wrong. Czech Pilsner is my favorite. That's my favorite style of all time. I like Kolsch's too. I love Kolsch's. But she replies with, let's go. So we go out there. I'd kind of ate around 5-ish, I think, maybe 4-ish. And she proceeds to just Taiwan on. She is drinking faster than me, which doesn't happen very often because when I drink beer, I drink it like I'm drinking water. I can drink beer so fast. And especially if it's damn good beer. Had some live tunes going on up there. People all around. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's up, little little pep in their step. You got people coming over. Looks like there was like something going on in the square. So you got some people dressed up very nice, and then you got some other people that walked over from the apartments. Just a great whole bunch of people. Pretty big crowd, right, for a Friday night. Good tunes. The guys playing anything from like the Eagles, Aerosmith, Red Dirt. Hey, baby, how you doing? Red Dirt. All kinds of shit. So we're just like toe tap. Played a little Conway Twitty at one point. Boy, I was on it. I was digging it. So we're just knocking back these Pilsners like this, just going out of style. And here's how you don't really know, like, what the hell happened. I'm just remembering now that I went to another bar after that. I was like, there's no way we went home after that. There's no way, because it was so early. So we get in the car and she goes, hey, take me to the place where those cheese sticks are. I go, I don't know what are you saying? Fuddruckers or something? I don't even know can you tell me what it is? Where it is? Oh, just keep going down this road. Just go down this road. It's down. I'm like, I had to blink her on. I was taking a right. She goes, no. I want to. What are you taking me home for? I go, because I don't want to go out. I've already been out. I've been out for like 4 hours or whatever it is. I'm ready to go home. Let's go home. Now, sits there all like this, So I grabbed that damn Mercedes, that damn car of hers. I turn the wheel so aggressively and hammer the gas. Well, I was coming on, buddy. Dylan Busby in the house. How are we? It's Danny DeVito, man. Yeah, dude, I'm loving some DeVito today. He's just not doing that great against Green Bay. So we end up going to this place, Kegs and Mugs. It's over there in Carrollton, not Farmers Branch, Castle Hills, Louisville, Texas area, right? We head over there. I'm still in a pissy mood, just like, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And guy's really nice. He's like from New Orleans or Mississippi or I don't know where the hell this guy's from. I don't know. He's a chatty effing guy. Wants to meet you, wants to shake your hand, all kinds of. I'm like, let's just trying to figure out what beer she wants. He's just sitting there, yammering on about this and that. I'm like, just give me you know what? I'm already here. Give me a stout. Give me a 15% stout. Didn't even blink. I didn't even blink. I said, let's go. Let's get it going. And of course, I checked in because I generally do that if I go into like a small, like a craft brewery or like a craft beer bar or something like that. Sometimes this place is popping and then sometimes it's just not popping, right? So I'm hanging out. Here is the downside of it. When I check in at certain places, they don't even come out. They know it's me or they see it's me and they don't come by and talk to me. They'll talk to Alan. They know I generally don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to out, right? This guy didn't get the memo. He come over. He's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, man, you're a Strikeout beer guy, right? I go, hey, hi, how are you? He goes, yeah. I was like, yeah, just wanted to. He goes, hey, man, I run the social media here. I go, okay, cool. So you guys do a podcast? I'm like, yeah. Like, sorry, man. I was like, sorry, buddy. I generally don't talk to anybody when I'm out like this. You know what I mean? I don't mind it. I just don't do it. I'm kind of hanging out. Wife and I are out for having a beer, and plus I was in a bad mood. And I was like, it's not like I brushed him off. I really started talking to him towards the end of the conversation. I just didn't want to be a total jerk. Jay's in the house. What's up, boys? That we done? Little chairs. I wasn't trying to be a jerk or anything like that, but I also wasn't trying to talk to anybody. I just like, all right. But I gave him the whole background. And then, of course, the guy's like, dude, he shot out of his seat and ran over here. I go, oh, okay. We have a history at this place. We were supposed to do a live show out there a long time ago, and we just didn't end up doing it, right? And so when we got Tyreek Hill coming out of he ain't got his helmet though. And it's a beautiful location, beautiful establishment. It's really fun looking. They'll have some it seriously isn't like just a straight up bar. It's a nice little craft beer and craft food place, if you want to call it that. And you could kind of tell that, the guys there who owns it, his buddies are all there, and they're kind of, really, I don't know, man. When I know someone else is paying for me, it just might be me. I might be just a weirdo, I think. Even my father pays for my meals or something like that. If I know he's paying, I'll get like a sandwich, or not a sandwich, a salad or some shit like that. Like, I just don't go overboard when someone else is paying the tab. And they were like walking up, hey, can I get some of that Dwellers, or can I get some? Can I get some Wellers? Can I get? You got any more? There was some other Scotch. I think it might have been Johnny Walker Blue or something like that. And I was like, holy shit, man! I was like, I would walk up behind my friends and bonk them on the head if they were ordering that shit on my tab. Like seriously, like holy shit, man. But no, it was fun. Sat there, chatted up with the guy all night, the social media guy for a little bit, and then the bartender for the rest of the night. I probably had like 2 beers, maybe. Started pounding some water. When we got there, here's the whole shebang. We went there for cheese sticks. Walked in 5 minutes too late. Kitchen shut down. It's like, all right. So we didn't even get any damn cheese sticks, which they are good there. I will say that. They're either really good or really bad. It's one of the two. Nothing in between. But anyway, so we closed down that place. Ended up going home. Woke up buck naked. I mean, I was just like, oh, what's going on around here? But slept in. At least try to get some sleep and whatnot. Woke up like, Jesus, man, what happened? Like, why didn't I take like one of my, I think I did take a couple Tylenol. I don't know if I got a hold of one of my liquid IVs. I generally take a liquid IV before I go to bed. That helps out quite a bit, especially at my age, because I feel every ounce of that hangover. And I didn't even have any no shots, no, nothing like that. Just, Pilsners that are about 5%, 6%. And then I did tack on like 2 stouts. And they were really good. They really were freaking good. Excuse me. But yeah, I sat there and thought to myself the next day, I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why? I did it last weekend too at Brutal, right? I mean, that was absolutely Taiwan on, get crazy as hell. Come on, get in the end zone. Come on, damn it. So anyways, we wake up at like 9 or 10 o'clock. We're kind of struggling. We're moving slow. Then I'm like, it's my son's birthday. He turned 22. Last year when he turned 21, he had went down to hang out with his mother and his parents or grandparents and his family down in Carolina. Just go down there and hang out. Just wanted to see him. And he spent like 3 months there. So I missed him for his 21st birthday. And so I'm like, well, that sucks. All right. Well, I was like, go hang out with family. No big deal. No, nothing like that. And then, this time though, he was like, all right, so what are we doing? I want to go to a Stars game. I want to go play golf. Let's go to Top Golf. I'm like, damn, dude, it's like, that's a list. That's a list of shit. And I was like, started looking up tickets. I go, well, if we all go, it's like $708 or $740. I go, why don't you and your girlfriend go? And then we'll all go to Top Golf together. No big deal. Just go have fun. That way it's half the price, if not a third of the freaking price, because they got it for like $215, or what is it, 108 or whatever he said. And then, with us, it'd been 700. It's like the fees on Ticketmaster, StubHub, SeatGeek are absolutely absurd. All they do is have a website and then just transfer tickets. Bro, it's crazy. Why is it a percentage? Why is it a percentage or something? I mean, I was like, God, I was floored. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, hey, you want to go another day? We can go another day. The tickets are just a little bit more expensive. The Vegas Golden Knights were in town. They're one of the best teams in the league. People love to go see them. And it's a Saturday afternoon. It's 3 o'clock. And so he's like, all right, no. Well, you know what? We're going to go and then we'll meet you up there at your house. I go, sounds good. And then we'll all go together. So, I kind of sit there and I know they're coming. I'm like, all right, I get to kind of rest and maintain, take a shower. I'm slow moving, whatever. I got nothing but time. I go for a little walk, I think. And then here I go sitting down, like crack my Miller. And I'm like hanging out, watching I think I was laying on the couch. I tried to take a nap watching an Army Navy game. And I get up, crack that Miller, like this has got to fix it, right? There's nothing that fixes a hangover or feeling all fuddy-duddy than like a White Claw or a Miller Lite for me. I'm telling you right now, nothing better. Lizzie redeemed a hashtag for Lizzie. That was a while ago, but I'm just seeing it now. So cheers to Lizzie, the one and only. There you go. Cheers, baby. Get you a little little sip there. There you go. Um, then he makes it over. Brought, he's got his girlfriend with him. We got him some cupcakes and stuff for his birthday. He brought his gifts over for some reason from her. I was like, why don't you open them over in your apartment with her? But I'm not there to really, annoy anybody or ask why. So he opens his gifts. Our kids nowadays, we don't get them gifts like that. I did get my younger son a 3D printer this year, so it was a gift. I shipped it to him, so it wasn't just cash, but everybody else just gets money. You're old, you're an adult, it's time to grow up. All right. And it's easier to keep track this way. You just, here you go. Here's your money. Happy birthday. See ya. And we'll generally go to dinner or something like that, or we'll go somewhere else. Or if they already have a party going on, we'll go hang out for a little bit. But we're like, all right, screw it. I was going to make reservations for Top Golf. Top Golf charges a $25 reservation fee. And I was like, why the hell am I paying a fee to come to your establishment to overpay for a driving range experience and overpay for drinks and overpay for food? I was like, this is so fucking dumb. I was like, this is so dumb. I looked at this, she's like, what? I go, yeah, that's why I told her. Because then she knew damn well I wasn't going to reserve the spot. So then we were like, all right, screw it. It's like 6 o'clock, 6:30. They came over. I was like, all right, fine. You know what? No big deal. Let's hop on over there. It's the most happening effing area around us. Cars everywhere, people everywhere, kids and people, dogs, all kinds of running around. But anyways, it was really nice. It was. So we go inside. I dropped my wife at the front because I was like, I don't want her to have to walk. It was getting kind of chilly on Saturday night. We had a cold front come through. I didn't want her to have to walk a football field away to get inside. So I just drop her off in the front. I go, hey, just go check us in, and I'll meet you at the bar, or I'll meet you inside, whatever. Whenever they get here, they'll find us, and then that's it. It's good to go. So yeah, roll in. There she is. She's like, I already checked in. I'm filling out the thing right now. It's fucking like, why are you charging me money to check in? You could check in on a damn mobile phone. No one knows. No one knows. And anyway, roll to the bar, get on the corner, get 4 seats. We're sitting there. Now, it was a little slow on the service part, but I understand. Listen, I don't complain about service right now. I understand it's hard to get people to show up to work. I totally understand that right now. And so I'm very lenient when it comes to that. I don't complain about it or anything like that. So I'm like, I'm just sitting there chilling, waiting on the dude to come by. He'll come by when he's ready. He came by, we got us some drinks, and then he kept us pretty lubricated, for a while. We were there for probably about an hour and a half before our table was ready, or for our bay was ready, which is fine because we got to really cut up and have fun. We've only met his girlfriend like a couple of times. So, it's really just getting to know her and, just catching up really. Cause the kid's 22. He's got a whole damn life that ain't anywhere near here. So, he comes by and tells us all the kind of crazy shit, but, nice little experience. My wife tried to get somebody in trouble. Jesus Christ. I almost had to bro code her ass. Anyhow, she saw this guy. That looks like that guy. That is not his wife. And so she was like putting her phone up. I was like, I fucking smacked to the ground. I go, you don't know about that. Easy. Jesus. The man live. Anyhow. So anyways, the only I had an issue there, and I was like, all right, I got to wait here to close out. And I sat there for like, I don't know, 5 minutes there. I'll walk up to the bay, and I'm like, beep, boop, bop. Yeah, I'm leaving. So I just walked off. I don't know what they tipped themselves or even if they got a tip at all, to be honest. It's not my problem. I should have told, I think we told the guy we had a bar tab downstairs, but I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't really care. Get upstairs. I'm like, yeah, let's do some claws. Let's get buckets going, some finger foods. And we got the bay for 2 hours because I feel like you can't get it for 30 or 60 minutes. It's just not enough time, especially if you have like people with you. Then I feel like if you're 90 minutes, you're kind of rushing. It's like bowling at main event, right? It's always like, hey, we got to go. Who's up next? Who's up next? It's like you're rushing, right? I miss the old school way of bowling. Even though like now that I don't think it'd work, it just, I just don't think it would work because people would take their time to go to the fucking bar, dick around. They don't care about you. You know what I mean? Eventually, I think they're like, hey, eventually there's a time limit. But anyway, so we did 2 hours. And I'm like, I didn't want to go up there and just do the driving range bit. I was like, I could go to any damn driving range and just crank balls. Who cares? I noticed they had a couple cool games. One of them was Angry Birds. So I fired up Angry Birds and we proceeded to have the best freaking time for 2 hours. Like, you go through the levels, there's different birds, the ones that blow up or they go fast, they split into 3. We're having a freaking time. It did not matter if you could hit a ball straight, right, left, nub one, chili dip one, bomb one. It did not matter because you're looking at the screen. You realize where you have to kind of order, and you can almost just whack it in that direction. I will say this. Me and my son got our asses handed to us by our respected women companions that night. Yeah, Lizzie beat the shit out of us twice or 3 times, and then Emma got one. I think she got the last one or the second to last one. So we got the crap kicked out of us. Embarrassing, unacceptable. But nah, we had a freaking blast. And we're kind of sitting there like, well, let's roll out. Let's. What do you want to do? I was like, you know what? I used to take these kids to Dave and Buster's when they were little. Well, teenagers and younger than that as well. We've had birthday parties out there too, because you go downstairs and you can hang out for a certain time. I think they've kicked kids out of like 10. So he ain't 10 no more. And so I was like, let's go to Dave and Buster's. And he was like, let's go. He was so excited. I was like, all right, cool. And so Liz's like, yeah, let's go. So we go and open the tab, start pouring the Miller Lights. Let's get the cards going. And we just hung out. We raced cars, played basketball. I mean, anything and everything, air hockey, the dance revolution and whatnot. It was a lot of fun. It really was. And I always say, I always advocate for going to places like that too, because one, you're all in one area, but you can't split up if you want to, if you're a large group or something like that. And it was a ton of fun. He told us a million times that night that this was like his best birthday ever. Like, he's like, he's like, thank you so much. I had a blast. I'm so glad I was able to spend my birthday with you guys. And, I love you guys and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, it was a really good night. It was fun. It was so much fun. I don't know if they got anything out of the store or whatever, because, we always rack up like a shit ton of tickets somehow, but no, we had a blast. But the problem was that, and I'll tell you what though, he tried to do it. He goes, I don't want any more beers. You don't want to do some tequila shots? I go, hell no, I don't want to do shots. I already know what that's going to get me. It's going to get me in trouble. I'm going to get my ass kicked. And I'm going to end up like, waking up tomorrow with a terrible hangover. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Aunt Lisa's in the house. But yeah, Austin had a blast. It was Lizzie, myself, Tyler, and Emma, and what can you do? I mean, it was fun. Smiles all around. Lizzie and Tyler had their own little handshake. They created a new handshake that night. And it was a blast. And so by the time we're like, all right, we're out of here, we pounded water. Everybody was good. I was like, his girlfriend was driving him home. They had to go all the way back to Mansfield. It's a long drive. Lucky for us, it's 5 minutes down the road. No big deal. But yeah, I mean, when I got home, I must have cracked another beer or so, but I woke up and I was just bombed again. Another massive, like, just feeling so drained between being dehydrated, being with a headache and everything like that. I'm like, dude, maybe I didn't do the liquid IV again. Maybe I didn't. I think I took the Tylenol. I don't know. Her face on that handshake. Yeah, dude, she was feeling it because she had already won a couple rounds of Top Golf or whatever. She was making his face and doing this like weird dance and shit. Oh, buddy. Yeah, she was she was feeling it. She was having fun. Oh, buddy. But yeah, no, it just really, it reminds me every single time that I have like a couple drinks. It's like, man, I can get hungover on like nothing these days. It really is. I stay hydrated and stuff like that. And, I tend not to overdo it a lot. Even though it's a Monday, y'all have seen me on a Monday. It's usually because Alan's involved. Late Monday nights are a real thing where it ruins your Tuesday and then you come right back on a Wednesday. But some nights on Wednesdays, I'm really chill. Like even last Wednesday, we had a couple beers. It was crazy. I think we went to softball. So we're hanging out in the parking lot. We're having like Millers, and I never caught a buzz. I was just sitting there. I'm used to drinking craft beers late at night on Wednesdays. And then the week before that, we're outside. I'm out of Millers, I'm out of claws, and that's usually where, boy, I get that fire going, and we got the music playing, those claws and lights just start flowing. But I had to have some Buffalo Trace. I was like, you know what? I'll put a big old rock in and I'll mix it 50-50 and I'll just be able to sit there and sip on it. And usually whiskey and bourbon gets me in trouble because I drink it like it's a beer, like it's made for sipping, enjoying, take your time, and then have another sip. And oh buddy, that and that saved me too. Because there's been some nights where I'm just like, Alan's out there, he's playing some tunes. I'm just going to town. I lit my damn pants on fire one night because it was so damn cold. I was standing right next to that freaking is it a solo tove? I don't know whatever it is. That stainless steel circular thing. It's smokeless. So I got that hometown bourbon. Oh, you betcha. Yeah. I had Alan go find me some because I was like, I need some. And it was for I got a gift for my boss at work as well. That's what I'm taking on Wednesday to give him for Christmas. I was like, hey, man, because I always bring something. So last year I brought Four Roses. So this time I did Frankfurt. Last year I did Lawrenceburg. But yeah, they all love it. They're like, oh my God. I mean, you can get it here, but the problem is finding it. I think that's part of the issue. And I didn't pick up any the last time I was in town. So I think you can fly that stuff back. Yeah, we looked over there and we just didn't end up going. And then the time before that, I was hanging out with your son and we were having a little fun after work. He just got off work and we were over there at Sig Lusher's, I think. Lusher. Phenomenal Pilsner. Love that place. It's like downtown, but almost like they almost treat that place like a dive bar. It's weird. It's like I don't know, like an extension of a trailer on another trailer on another. It's weird as hell. But man, whoo, love that place. Sig Lusher's is my place. That's where I like to go when I go back home. But yeah, I just, he'll get me in trouble. He always gets me in trouble. He does. But yeah, it's not like I'm just realizing this. It's just like, Jesus, I'm just tired, I think, at this point. We went brutal last week. And listen, we were saying goodbye to a friend and a bunch of friends, a brewery shutting down, a place that we did our first live show at, a place that we've brewed our own beer at, saying goodbye. And that was a little tough. So it's like, you have fun, you tie one on, it's a long night, you're trying your best to hold on. But like a regular Friday or a Saturday night, and you go back to back. And I've done it with Alan, just like the same thing with Alan, like on a Monday night. Well, we mentioned it we were on NDT podcast Sunday night. You can go back and check out the video of that. It's on Facebook and YouTube. We hop on with them and we're talking about how wild ass our Monday nights get, because it's just a night that, he's able to hop on. Like tonight, he's probably out doing some work or something like that. He's got something going on. But usually we'll go live at 9. And then we'll record like 4 other episodes after that. And then eventually we're just sitting there listening to music. It's like 2:00 in the morning and we're just sitting there. It ruins your Tuesday. But I'm on board with just pulling back and just winding, but just chilling out a little bit more. But will it happen? I don't know. I want it to, but man, I tell you what, once that hits your lips, once that beer hits your lips, it's so damn good. You just start going. And especially if it's like Miller Lite or Claws, I just pound the shit out of that. So, but yeah, that was my weekend. An absolute ball. Kid turned 22. They grow up so fast. It's like all this stuff as a child, right? You're sitting there, you take them to baseball practice, soccer practice, and aging is not for sissies. I tell you what, all this school detention, attitude, teenager, all this shit. And then finally they grow up to be like a normal adult. And then you're hanging out, having a beer with them. It's like, it's like, this is when you realize that your kid is kind of normal. Cause he's not overdoing. He's not like picking fights with some stranger or some shit like that. He's just hanging out. He goes, I just want to go to Top Golf. I want to hang out with you guys and whatnot. He's a pretty responsible human being. Even though he's about to take off and leave the country for like 6 months, which not really excited about, but hey, guess what? He's not married, doesn't have any kids, neither does Austin. So they're both living their lives how they want to live them right now. And taking care of business. The only person they have to take care of is themselves, which, Liz and I applaud them for that. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, they do grow up fast. But yeah, we had a blast this weekend. And here I am now having a Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. I was trying to get on here and get out of here before halftime was over. You got 2 Monday night games going on right now. So, being friends with your grown kids is the best. I'm telling you, it's not bad. It's pretty nice, especially when they're cool kids, you know? All right, let me get this out of the way. I was going to chug it. I'm like, I don't think I could chug it. I don't think so. Damn, it's good. I'm going to go watch the rest of this game. Wednesday night, we don't know if we have softball yet or not, or we're going to be called up from the reserves. So if that is the case, I will post something about an earlier start time. But if we're here, we're here. If we're not, hey, we'll put something else. We'll get another live show together one way or another because, we always have to go live. There's no way around it. But, check us out. You can catch video on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch. You want the audio, it's wherever you stream podcasts. Thanks for finding us. Good night, Annalisa. Love you. Miss y'all. I'm RD. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great Monday night. If you're listening to me on Tuesday morning, have a great Tuesday. All right, bye.